love our Super Eagles. We love it. No matter what we say, we love our Super Eagles so much. And you would know from the fact that when the goal was about 8-0 and Victor Osimhen had scored the hat-trick, the comparisons had started. He was being compared already. The comparisons between himself and Rashidi Yekini was coming up. When will he be able to break the record of Rashidi Yekini? And when he hit 10 goals, the record books were open. When was the last time Nigeria scored a goal like this? And that was 1957 when, as the Red Devils, they played against Dahomey. And in fact, somebody chimed in that Jose Peseiro was not born. It doesn't take away that we are not going to the World Cup, but the healing process is there. And I do hope that it can continue, can go on a winning run with the Super Eagles and Jose Peseiro, when the Super Eagles can become that lean, mean goal-scoring machine that I talked about in my previous video. And again, one other thing I talked about was the fact that we have the luck of a draw. This is one absolutely good thing that nobody is seeing. We have a fantastic group that we are in. Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, and Sao Tome. Not taking anything away from them, but you must say they are not at the level of Nigeria. They are no minnows. Sierra Leone scored against us, and of course, Guinea-Bissau scored 5 against Sao Tome. And Macedonia actually stopped Italy from going to the World Cup. But coming back to what I'm saying, the luck of the draw is that with the way we're playing, with the confidence that is really peaking with the Super Eagles can, with this group, prepare enough for the Nations Cup and really give a good showing in the Nations Cup and maybe fulfill the promise of Jose Peseiro in winning the Nations Cup. Now, talking about Jose Peseiro, he has kept true to his philosophy that he said. He said he likes attacking football. He likes possession football. And he has shown them in the way he has played. Because the boys are also buying into that philosophy of attacking. He plays, another thing I like about him is the fact that he's a thinking coach. His in-game management and the transition of the teams, the formations are absolutely wonderful. You see it in the formations. Now, if you go to the game against Ecuador, it was quite evident. The first half, we played a different formation. The second half, we switched to a different formation. Likewise, in the game against Sierra Leone, we started with a 4-2-4 formation, similar to the one we played today against Sao Tome. And then against Sierra Leone, he switched to a 4-3-3 formation, which shows that we have a thinking coach. The transition, the changes, information. And then he's been able to instill in the boys discipline because we did not concede a goal against Sao Tome. They did not get lackadaisical. They were very businesslike. I would love to be a fly on the wall and listen to what Jose Peseiro would have told the boys in the second half, that they went all goal crazy and scored 7 good goals in the second half. And believe me, Messi and Ronaldo would love to be in this team so that they can count number of goals. Again, I want to commend his in-game management. Yes. The ability to read the game. And it shows that the pitch at the Abuja National Stadium is really terrible because on a very good pitch in Agadir, the boys played well. The ball moved. They walked the ball. On the Abuja field, it was horrible. I do hope seriously that the NFF will be able to remedy that. I think the only thing that will stop these boys right now will be the administrators, if they can get it right. Fix the stadium, fix the pitch, help us so that these boys can give us the very best of football and not get injured playing on a bad pitch. And the only other thing I'm worried about is the contract that Jose Peseiro has signed. A 1-year contract based on performance. Now, if you ask me, if I'm somebody who has been given the contract and the performance I'm giving, I will sit on you and start making some great demands. I do hope that the administrators will not fuck this up for us. So buying into his philosophy is what I am absolutely spot on about. And if you've been listening to the interviews, the boys have been saying that they love the way he's teaching them, he's bringing new ideas, and he's giving them an opportunity to also express themselves. Now, one of the few things that I have been able to pinpoint there is that, number one, the emergence of leaders in the group, in the team. Number one, in front, you have Victor Osimhen. I don't know, Victor Osimhen, absolutely hungry, passionate, and pushing the boys to keep going. That, I can tell you this, that come in the future, Victor Osimhen will end up being the captain of the Super Eagles. Mark my words. That's the future captain of the Super Eagles when the time is ripe. Injury barring and career, with the way he's going with his career, he's going to be the future captain of the Super Eagles. And then, not taking anything away from Ahmed Musa, because he came in the second half and he was able to inject some life into the team and continue from where they stopped. I think that is making me quite confident as per how the boys are buying into his philosophy. If you look at the midfield, the way they play, I love the fact that the boys are able to hold on to the ball, modulate the tempo of the game. Iwobi and Etebo, first of all, Iwobi has been sensational. The midfield role, the attacking midfield role as the number 10, and the main number 10 in the squad, it just suits him and fits him absolutely. And it's working for him. His combination with Etebo and Aribo didn't play in this match, but his combination with Etebo was spot on. They were able to mix it, carry the ball from the defense, distribute the ball, ensure that they kept the ball to themselves, regulated play. When they needed to play over the defense, they did. When they needed to thread the pass, they did. And one of the reasons why you saw that they kept getting offside was because the Sao Tome guys were quite disciplined enough to play a high line and a straight line at the defense, so much so that they caught our attackers offside numerous times, especially Osimhen, who was hungry for goals. So the midfield is working, goes with the philosophy, they're holding on to the ball. Another thing that is also working for me especially is Moses Simon. Now, in the 4-2-2 formation, you know that the two in front of the central midfielders play as number 10. Two players who play as number 10. Moses Simon, for me, has blown my mind, has been exceptional, has gone beyond what I thought, because he has been able to vary his play. Sometimes he drives to the line, sometimes he attacks the center back, which is what the formation calls for. Likewise, Ademola Lookman, that's why you saw the goals. Sometimes they crossed in and sometimes they could thread the ball and they could beat the offside trap. And when Ahmed Musa also came in, he also implemented the instructions of the coach. Spot on. So kudos to them for that. Kudos. And if you look at the fullbacks also, they also join in the attack. Now, the sweet thing about it is that again, they were able to support the midfield so that Iwobi can move forward, supporting Etebo in the midfield and ensuring that when there's a counter-attack, they can break it and then there's a counter-press, just like how Liverpool will do it. Now, compared to the last time out, if you remember when Gennett Rohr was in the World Cup, there were no leaders. If Mikel Obi was not there, there was nobody ready to take the bull by the horn or push the boys to get some things done. Everybody was just shy and not doing anything. But this time around, leaders are beginning to emerge. People are beginning to the boys are beginning to take responsibility and get to push the guys, get to push the team. Okay? Mark it today that I said, if we continue like this, playing the way we are playing, developing a synergy with the boys and the coaching crew, and the NFF playing their part, fixing the field, the pitch, and ensuring that everything is provided for them. The Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire, the Super Eagles will be almost unstoppable. In fact, I do feel that another Nations Cup trophy is calling, not because we played against Sao Tome and scored 10. Look at the way they are playing, and look how they have bought into the squad. There was no confidence like this in the former coaches. I don't want to make names. There was no level of confidence there. But this time around, there's a certain swagger and arrogance about the Super Eagles that has been instilled in them by Coach Peseiro. If you see Peseiro, I said it, he plays with a level of arrogance and swagger. His coaching formation, where he played against Sierra Leone in the first half, there was a 4-2-4 formation. I said it was an arrogant formation because you underestimate your player, your opponent, and you want to pummel them with so many, with attack. To vary the way he plays and alternate it. That's a thinking coach. So watch out. If all things are well, if everything is done well, I see the Super Eagles, and I say it without any fear, I see the Super Eagles get into the finals of the Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire. After that, it could be Liverpool or Real Madrid.